It's Week 14 of the NFL, and we'll see Deontay Johnson. He's one of the league's best, currently third in the NFL in receiving yards. It's the Buccaneers and the Steelers, and it's...
Of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14.
And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. And leading them out is their fifth-year quarterback.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw one touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
Willis going to throw it right away.
That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The numbers a week ago for Johnson. 6 catches, 59 yards, and a touchdown.
Third in the league in receiving yards, and that's a strong number. That means he's being consistent each and every time out.
Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 14 yards there, and a Buccaneer first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, this shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
To the air on first down. Here's Willis.
Catch is made by Marquise Brown.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Play fake. Here's Willis.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted.
And the Steelers are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover.
Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. So the Steelers offense getting set for their first drive. And trotting out there leading them is their 4th-year quarterback.
And if you go by the numbers, he's had a Pro Bowl type season. And maybe that's even selling him a little bit short. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes to this point in the year. And with the end of the season not too far away, he's got his guys playing at a very high level.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. The Steelers at 9-3 here on the year. And they've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
Pass complete, George Pickens with it. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
And he will find his man Chase complete.
And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 12-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
They'll look to throw again.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Bucs are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
With the Bucs offense making their way back out on the field, let's take a look at the playoff picture, Charles, coming into the weekend in the NFC.
A CD after this game, there will be 4 weeks left in the regular season. So this is far from the final version of what we'll see come January, more of a first draft, if you will, as all these teams fight for a better position.
And you pointed it out so accurately there, Brandon. After this game, 4 weeks left in the regular season, and then the playoffs officially begin. But for some teams, trying to fight to make it to the playoffs, they're actually in a playoff push right now.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. And he'll take this one up to about the 6-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down.
Their bread and butter is their passing game. After that last play, maybe they need to go back to that passing game.
Well, what's been good for them along the way is they understand their identity. They are a passing team, but they do like to mix in the run every now and then just to keep people off balance. Didn't work very well on that one, but all in all, I like their philosophy.
And taken at the 46. There'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over.
So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one. And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Looking left side, and it's complete.
And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. Etienne. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. So a good job there, Charles, taking advantage of the short field, and they score first, punching it in on the short touchdown run.
I love the theme there, right? They didn't have to do anything big on that drive. Took advantage of where they were on the field, took it downfield, put the ball in the end zone. The only thing big on that drive, the 6 on the scoreboard.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either, and it's 7-0. Scoring summary, 3-play drive.
And it was capped off by a Travis Etienne touchdown run.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
Here's Johnson with a reception. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
First and 10, it's a fumble, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Well, my friend, this has certainly been a comedy of errors here in the first quarter. Neither side able to really hang on to the ball.
Yeah, now I'm just curious to see which team can adjust, because both have made their mistakes, as you said.
Yeah, and whoever can do that can seize firm control of this game, something they haven't done with the ball so far.
As the offense returns, let's take a look at running back Travis Etienne.
A tough challenge here in this one. We'll see if he can duplicate the numbers on your screen that he put up last week, up over 100 and a touchdown.
We were watching tape to prepare for this game. One thing you noted that I totally agree with, great complementary piece in the last game. You know, they're able to throw it pretty well. He ran it exceptionally, and they hope to continue that same formula in this game.
Complementary with an E, not an I.
That's my English teacher right there.
From the 13 now, they work on first and 10.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
They'll get this out to the flat for Etienne.
Touchdown!
Travis Etienne.
He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, we know he has decent hands out of the backfield. That's the first time, Charles, they've targeted him in the passing game, and it pays dividends.
And I love the design, too, because they kept him in the backfield, made the defense think run first before they swung him out of there. And you're right. With his hands, they might want to throw it to him just a little bit more.
Boswell for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. And time to get another look at this Buccaneer offense.
They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up first and 10.
Here's Edwards-Helaire as they...
And he loses the football a second time. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Boy, very surprising. 2 lost fumbles for him, and we're still in the first quarter of play.
And you want to make a quick trip to the doghouse, maybe to the bench? Fumble twice in the first quarter as he just did. Now you just wonder, is he going to be thinking about every time he touches the ball from here on out?
Pittsburgh offense making their way back out.
They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. First and 10.
On first and 10, it's Etienne.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Toss left side for Etienne.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6.
Screenplay. Here's Etienne.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. And they call it a loss of a yard there. And that's going to make it 4th down.
To me, this is a case of if you're not getting the ball, you've got to do your job and block for the guy who is, because there really wasn't much there. And, boy, the defense took advantage with that loss.
And the defense, they were just locked in there on 3rd. They had more guys than they could block. Boswell's kick is good. And that'll make this 17-0 here in the opening quarter.
So the fumble recovery had them set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. On first down, Willis. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Meanwhile, Willis' throw complete into the hands of Schultz here.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Now Willis on third down. Quick completion here to Johnson. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. 2nd down, Willis looks to throw here.
Incomplete. After the incompletion, here now 3rd and 2.
Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it.
Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
On side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line.
Well, following the punt return here, there's someone shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Vita Vea in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. $17-0 our score after 1. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Straight ahead, Etienne.
And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw.
Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. Now back to throw.
Open man, that's Devontae Smith.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 27-yard line.
2nd and 1. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He finds his man. Complete. It's Hayes. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. So out come the Bucs now.
And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That's a first down with a cherry on top, 31 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Edwards-Helaire. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Willis.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Now Willis on 3rd down.
And he comes back with one complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 25-yard line. A nice pickup there, 10 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
1st and 10, Willis.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Schultz.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Willis is going to throw once more.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. There he goes, right side. The 30. 10. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series, because drives like that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
So quite a turn of events. This is 1st and goal from the 3. He'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
And the Buccaneers are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity, lost.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 7-yard line.
They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire.
And they'll bring him down right around the 13.
42 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So a little more space to work with here from the 13 on 1st and 10.
On 1st down, Willis.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Complete to number 3. It's a pickup of 6.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Willis. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, When a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you're throwing this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. He'll drop to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Boswell's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9, Willis. The pass is caught by Cade Otton.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
To the air on 1st down, here's Willis.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10, it's Willis.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Willis wants to pass it again.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the 1st, right around the 42. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. Here's Michael Dixon now to punt. He's been a busy man here in this 1st half as he gets it away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback.
The Steeler offense set to regain possession.
And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
2nd and 5.
And that's complete to ETN out of the backfield.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucs. It gives some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice for such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Extra point attempt here still to come. That is good, and that'll make it 20-7. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling fumble return.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
ETN up the middle.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
From the 35 on second down, Willis. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Willis rushing him to the line in a hurry here.
Throw left side complete. That's Schultz. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Right back to the air again with Willis.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
1st and 10, it's Willis.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Again to throw, Willis on second down.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and the deficit will hold pat at 13.
Yeah, it's been a disappointing first half for them, all things considered. And this can serve as the capper. It's a missed field goal in the late going, and that's only going to serve to lessen the mood even further.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And the lead will hold at 13. So that would have been something from that distance, but to no avail. Comes up empty as we have reached the intermission. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
We'll get started over at the Caesars.
Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the 3rd quarter. From the 6. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. And the Steeler offense ready to get going here in this 3rd quarter. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. On third down, he'll drop to throw.
Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, second down.
Now whistles here before the snap, and it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved. So pin that one on the rookie right tackle.
Remember those days when the right side was simply the run-blocking side? Now you're dealing with some of the better pass rushers in the league. It'll make you a little jittery.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
He will find his man Chase complete.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They're going to look to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Hayes. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
And that throw there going to put him over 4,000 yards passing now for the season, maybe strengthening his MVP consideration.
And you figure with still a handful of games left to play, 5,000 yards is not totally out of the realm of possibility. The way he is playing, I think he's going to get there.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
He'll drop that underneath to ETN. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And in for the Steelers, touchdown.
Devontae Smith,
his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Steelers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Third down, it's Willis.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Kobe Bryant. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Here's a give to Etienne. Nifty move. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line.
The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game, and that's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. On 1st down, right back to Etienne.
And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Back to throw here.
Touchdown! From 8 yards out. And the Steelers take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. So they're able to capitalize there on the short field, and that might prove to be the score that turns out the lights.
The party's over. Oh, sorry about that. That's an old reference there, folks. But, yeah, they've been the better of the two teams by far, and that's great complimentary football right there. Defense gets the turnover, sets up the short field, and the offense goes right out and scores to open up a pretty sizable lead.
Extra point put through by Boswell, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
1st and 10, Willis.
It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Willis.
Here's Johnson with a reception. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 34-yard line.
On 1st down, Willis.
Throwing right, and that's complete.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. On 1st down, Willis.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Schultz. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
His 3rd rushing touchdown of the year, his 5th overall. And the Buccaneers are able to cut into that deficit.
And, boy, that was a heavy set. I think they had 3 tight ends out there. The fullback, you knew what they were going to do.
Yeah, they weren't trying to fool anybody at all, were they? There was none of this show-you heavy set, bootleg it out. Nah. Big guys up front, hand it to the big guy in the backfield.
Extra point attempt to follow here. It's good, and it's now 35-14. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Steelers ready to take over on offense. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
They'll get this out to the flat for Etienne.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Hayes. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. He'll look to throw.
That's complete, left side to Bateman.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass, and they get 12 yards out of it.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Back to throw again. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Smith.
And they're going to get this up to midfield. On 2nd down, a run with Etienne.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
And they'll go again with Etienne.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Here's a 2nd and 7.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Hayes.
And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Back to the ground with Etienne.
He juked him and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a Pittsburgh 1st down, a gain of 13.
A gain of 13 yards. And the Steelers 1st down.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line.
13-yard gain yet again, just like last play. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and minicamp. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Now back to throw. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Steelers add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. So definitely a good day's work throwing the football. Very good day's work. A 4th touchdown pass as they're really pouring it on.
Yeah, and so much for going into clock mode after getting that touchdown, right? Because you would think with the lead, 4th quarter, they might actually do that. No chance. They've kept attacking and got another touchdown pass as a result.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Taking it about the 1. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
To the air on 1st down, here's Willis.
Over the middle, complete. It's Johnson.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Willis to throw once more.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him, complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Back to throw, Willis.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Willis, 4th down, has to have it.
And he's got his man, Marquise Brown.
And he's going to have the Bucs 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Now Willis on 1st and 10. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Again, Willis to throw. This one taken in by Otten. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. Willis on 3rd and 1.
Finding a safety valve here. That's complete.
And he's going to get this down near the 25. To the air on 1st down. Here's Willis.
He finds his target. It's Schultz.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Pass interference. Defense.
What's the deal, y'all?
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
Now Edwards-Helaire.
And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. On 2nd and 9.
Willis, throw left side, hauled in by Otten. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Now Willis on 3rd down.
Dancing, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
You can almost see all the defenders rubbing their hands together with glee because we all know they relish the chance to bring down a quarterback of his caliber. Anyone who brings him down has plenty to talk about. Not just a sack, but a big win built off the efforts of this defense.
Willis, gotta have this one.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Bucs try it on fourth down, but come up empty. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. Well, their first fourth down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any fourth down stop is a big momentum play.
They'll start on the ground. Etienne. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Another tote for Etienne.
And some room to roam now. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
81 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
A handoff for Etienne.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there.
And they'll run here with Etienne.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. And the Steelers on third down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Willis will look to throw on first down.
He finds his man, complete. It's Schultz. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10, it's Willis.
Complete, it's Johnson. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Willis will look to throw it.
It's complete to Brown, right side.
And he is going to have a Bucs first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
That's not the first time they've looked his way when they've needed a big play. He's been the go-to guy all game long. And they get the hook up again on third down to keep this drive alive.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Right back to the air with Willis.
He finds his man, complete. That's Schultz. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
2nd and 5. From the gun, here's Willis.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
One final try here for Willis.
Looking left side, he's got it, complete.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Well, the lopsided affair finally coming to an end, and really no shortage of big plays for us to examine, partner, on offense or on defense for this team. They were so well-rounded in this one.
They certainly were, and how about the day those defenders had, though? How many takeaways did they have? I quit counting after a while. They were clearly the better team, and their defensive effort, it led the way.
So for Pittsburgh, it's a 10th win on the year as they move to 10-3. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for the Buccaneers, it's a potentially fatal blow to their playoff chances as they drop to 6-7 on the year. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints.